I had a lot of things were happening in my career too at the time that didn't make sense. But and my mom was on the road with me, and I had her to be like, look, you know, be cool about this, Mark. They're just ride this out. You're making great money. Just do your thing. So I had her as a mother, helping me do the right thing. So I went to Cincinnati, Ohio one day, showed up there, and they had um, one of the Italian guys
Oh,
that
like
did
Vito.
Big Vito was. We go in the finish room. We're 1 week away. We're the Monday before the pay-per-view Judy Bagwell on the pole match, and we're trying to build them up between me and Chris Canyon. And we go in the room with me and Big Vito, which is obviously just me getting a win over Big Vito going into the pay-per-view match. I
Mm-hmm.
walk into the room, and I get explained to me from Johnny Ace that Big Vito's beating me. And I just had talked to my mom at lunch about whatever they throw at me, I'm going to say yes. So I said, how do you want to beat me? And Johnny Ace and Big Vito both were like, what? And they start trying to figure out how they're going to beat me. Oh, well, I can see the excitement in Big Vito's face. Well, I can do that swinging neck breaker DDT thing I do. I said, well, I got a cup of coffee in my hand. My legs are crossed, calm as can be. I said, man, I just had broke my neck, Vito, a year or so ago. Is there something else we can do? Oh, yeah. We can do anything you want, anything you want. And I'm going along with everything. And then all of a sudden I realize something. I go, wait a second, Johnny. I go, Big Vito, do you have a match on the pay-per-view this Sunday? And I saw Johnny Ace's face go, like, how did he figure it out? And I go, and of course, the coffee gets set down, and I go, Johnny, I came in here to do the right thing. Please tell me you're not having me lose to Big Vito going into a pay-per-view match that you were advertising Judy Bagwell on a pole match. Tell me I'm wrong. So I'm walking toward Vince Russo the whole way, and Johnny Ace is behind me going, Buff, I wouldn't do this, man. That they don't care. They'll fire you. They've already told me they don't care. I'm just telling you, I let it go. Well, I get to Russo, and I can't remember what went down, but it was heated. But he explained it unlike Johnny did. He goes, Bagwell, Canyon's going to be a cameraman, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Johnny, why didn't you tell me that? And he tried to put the heat on me saying, well, you didn't give me time. I said, we had a quarter of a mile walk to get here. You could have told me. So, long story short, all the heat's on me because Johnny didn't say anything. And I go out, and Chris Canyon does something with the camera, and Big Vito beats me. It makes sense all of a sudden, so we do it. But stuff like that was just you just heard one story from one wrestler. So if that much story's happening that far down the list with Buff Bagwell, what's happening up here? I don't know, but a lot was going on.
You were part of the New Blood along with a ton of other guys, and the group was formed in April of 2000, a feud with the Millionaires Club, which is an angle I think most fans can get behind, the young guys trying to push the old guys out. However, by the time the New Blood Rising pay-per-view comes around in August, the angle is essentially over, and it didn't really get much of a payoff. It's just like it points to how disorganized everything was during this period of time. And kind of like I'm sure it was frustrating for you not knowing what you're doing week to week, right?
Well, let me give you an example. I don't even remember. This has got nothing to do with drugs, brother. I don't remember the Magnificent Seven.
Really?
No idea. So it couldn't have been more than a couple weeks.
It was pretty brief.
Maybe it was, but I don't know. I can just tell you, the first time I got asked about anything to do with the Magnificent Seven was about a year ago, and I said, what are you talking about? And they go, when you were in the Magnificent Seven, I said, I've got no idea what you're talking about. They showed me a picture, and I kind of remembered, but it couldn't have been only a few times we did something like that because I don't remember none of it. None of it. And it's not drug related. It's not. I don't remember. So if I don't remember, how can I expect the fans to remember? And again, NWO black and white and the red black. Why do we have two colors? I don't even know. I'm not sure. V team is my understanding, but then we did interviews, and it was just, again, you get them confused, you lose. And I was confused, and I'm in the company. So we had a very simple thing going, and it worked. And I think we just started trying to add to it, and it fell.